it's that time of year where we are making pumpkin pie, and we need to practice a little bit. Plus, I mean, that's just an excuse to eat it right. And I make the best pumpkin pie. I'm not just saying that, but everybody who's had my pumpkin pie thinks it's the best pumpkin pie. So I am going to share it with you. What I do have is a frozen pie crust, and I let this kind of sit out for a little bit so it's a little bit easier to work with, because when it's, you know, super frozen, it's not really the best. But anyway, I put it in my pie dish. I have a pretty deep dish here because, well, the smaller ones, all the filling doesn't fit. So I put it in this one, get our crust ready, and set it aside. Then we're gonna take our bowl. And we need 1 3/4 cups of pumpkin. And then we'll need 1 3/4 cups of sweetened condensed milk as well. So 1. And everything goes in the bowl. So that makes it super easy. And then 3/4 of a cup, which should be this can, but I measure every time just because I'm kind of particular that way. So 1 can of pumpkin puree, or 1 3/4 if you have like a big can or whatever. And then the same for the sweetened condensed milk. You're gonna do 1 3/4 of a cup. You have 1 3/4 cups of the pumpkin, and then 1 3/4 cups of the sweetened condensed milk. This is 2/3 of a cup of brown sugar. We need 2 tablespoons of sugar for whatever particular reason. We need 1 tablespoon and a half a teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice, which is about that. And then 2 eggs beaten. Eggs beaten. I have my oven set at, or preheating, or preheated, I guess I should say, at 425. And then we need a half a teaspoon of salt. You're going to take your mixer and get this combined as well as you can. You can do it by hand, but it just doesn't incorporate all the stuff quite as well. I mean, you could just whisk it. And then once you feel like you have it combined, we're going to put it in our prepared pie dish. See how much it fills it up, really? So, and it's going to puff some. This is why you need either a really deep pie dish or a big one, because it definitely fills it up. Are you guys a Cool Whip or a whipped cream on your pumpkin pie, people? Comment down below. Let us know. We are Team Cool Whip, so Cool Whip all the way for us. And we have whipped cream in our fridge, but I specifically got Cool Whip for the pie. We're gonna pop it in our 425-degree oven for 15 minutes. Set a timer. And then we are going to reduce the heat and cook it for the remainder of the time. I will have the recipe in the description, of course, and the comments. So don't worry about, you know, trying to write it down or follow along or whatever. So our 15 minutes is up, and we are going to lower the temperature to 350. And we're gonna cook it for 30 to 35 minutes, or until a toothpick inserted in the center comes out clean. So I'm gonna set it for 30 minutes, and then we'll check on it. Our timer has gone off. We're gonna check on our pie. I gave it a little jiggle. And it's, you know, soft in the middle, but not, you know, liquidy. So we're gonna check and stick a toothpick in the middle and pull it out, and it's clean. So you're gonna let this cool completely. That's the thing, you have got to let it cool completely. And personally, we like our pumpkin pie. That
smells real good.
It does, huh?
Yeah.
We like our pumpkin pie cold. So we're gonna let it sit here and cool, and then we're probably gonna put it in the refrigerator and then have some later. We'll show you when we cut into it.
Definitely waiting for a piece of that. It looks, oh wow, it smells awesome.
Good.
Looks awesome. Wonderful.
The pie is out of the oven and nice and cool, and it's time to have a piece. We're gonna slice it up. We personally love pumpkin pie. That's like one of our favorites. So I know there's people that are like anti-pumpkin pie.
Yeah, it's not just for Thanksgiving.
It's so good. No. And then, like I said before, we are Team Cool Whip. So there's only one right way to eat pumpkin pie. And that's with plenty of Cool Whip. So this is what we have. The best pumpkin pie. I'm telling you, it is 100% the best pie. So let's try it. Let's get some Cool Whip and a piece of pie.
So good.
Hands down, the best pumpkin pie. No joke. If you don't like pumpkin pie, I challenge you to try this one and see what you think. You're gonna love it. Sunday dinner time, and I am going to make some fried chicken, which I haven't done in like, I don't know how long. Years and years and years and years, maybe decades. And I'm gonna make some rice pilaf my way, not from a box. And then probably just some corn. So we're gonna start with the rice pilaf. Put our pan on like medium high. And I'm gonna put some butter and some olive oil. Orzo toasting up. A little bit of olive oil. We're almost out, so I'm just gonna make sure and use it all. And then I have some orzo. I'm just gonna take about a cup or so of the orzo, and I'm gonna do a cup of rice. So we'll just kind of see what it looks like. We wanna, maybe 3/4 of a cup of orzo. In the meantime, while this is melting, we'll go ahead and get our chicken broth. We want 2 cups, so I'm just gonna put some hot water in here. I'm just gonna dissolve some chicken bouillon in here to make some chicken broth. You can totally use whatever you want, but this I feel makes the best as far as flavor goes. This is starting to bubble up, so we're just gonna put our orzo in here, kind of in a layer. So we'll use this as soon as our orzo's toasty, because we don't want to toast the rice, just we want the orzo toasty. Toast up pretty quick. Seems like it gets toasty over here a little bit quicker, so you can see the toasty on some of them, but you don't want them to burn because then it's going to have like a funky taste, so just got to keep an eye on it. And you want a cup of rice. Let's get these toasty. And it works best to use a skillet that you have a lid for. So I'm using my brazier because you can get the orzo toasted up good. There we go. That's looking pretty good. Gotta keep it moving because don't want it burnt. The butter gets all foamy. Oh, it's just good. It's good stuff. Okay. Now, let's add in the rice. Give it a little mix around. And we don't want to toast the rice. See? Okay. And then we'll add the chicken broth in. This is 2 cups of chicken broth. A little mix. And then you can add like fresh onion if you want. I'm just gonna add some onion powder. No salt, just the onion powder. Okay. We're gonna let that come up to a like a simmer, and then we're going to turn the heat down and cover it. In this pan, I'm gonna get it ready for the chicken. I'm gonna put this on like a medium because I don't want to, you know, burn my chicken. And we're gonna be frying with tallow, beef tallow. I have this grass-fed beef tallow. This is starting to bubble up good, right? So give it a little stir. We're gonna turn the heat down to like a low. Cover it. This should do it. This I think is gonna be enough to get it like halfway up the chicken, but we will find out once it melts. Now we're gonna do our chicken. I'm gonna put a couple eggs in here. We'll start with 2. We have 7 pieces of chicken, or 7 legs. We bought an entire package, had 14 legs in it for less than $5 at Aldi. So another good deal there. Now, let's let these sit for a minute. In flour, I just have some flour. I'm gonna add some onion powder, garlic powder, little pepper, I like this Trader Joe's everything seasoning, or everyday seasoning. So that's what we're going to add. It has a lot of the same stuff we just put in here, but and a little smoked paprika, just for a little something, something. But yeah, that's good. Just a little, and then salt. Give it generous amount of salt. Okay, and then are we paprika fans? Smoked paprika fans? I mean, I'm like okay with it, but I'm not like, you know, a huge fan. And then now let's do our egg, because I'm using 2 pie plates. It's like a little dredging station. Into the flour. Into the egg. I'm not good at the wet hand, dry hand. I've seen people say, oh, add some water to your flour and it like mix it up and makes like crumbs or whatever, and then you get like a thicker like chicken fried coating. But we're just gonna do this, and then we just repeat until we have done all of the chicken. Get our chicken ready. Our heat might be a little too high. We might turn it down a little bit because I see it smoking, but I had it on a medium, so we'll let it chill for a minute. And you know, and the best way to do it is you put a little flour in there. Okay, what do we think? Ooh. I don't want to really crowd it, so we're probably going to do it in 2 batches. What I think we're going to do. Let's look at our rice. See what we think. Is that hot? Let's take a little peek. Ooh, that's good. Just close it back up. Okay, it's been 5 minutes on the first side, so let's flip them and see what we think. Okay. Okay. My timer's almost going to go off, so we're going to check this guy as far as temperature goes. We're at 124, so we still have 40 degrees more to go. So we're going to flip it onto like another side, so like a side. I just checked the chicken, and it was at 150 something. Let's put this in here and see where we're at. Ooh, we're at 165. Go ahead and take it out and let it finish up in the oven. I'm gonna stick them in my 300-degree oven. While I cook the others. We're gonna give it a shot. We have the corn, the rice pilaf, the chicken, of course, and then some applesauce. And we have some bread. So I'm gonna give this a shot. I'm kind of afraid it's gonna be like really hot, but let's see what we think. Wow, that's good. That's a winner. That's a winner. And the rice pilaf. I mean, it's perfect. I mean, nothing wrong with corn. The chicken. It's crunchy. It's juicy. Oh, so good.